are going to be live. Are we live? Yes, guys, we are live. Welcome to everyone. This is RAMSAY, and we will be watching the game of Euro 21 UEFA Euros final. It is going to be England under 21 against the likes of Germany under 21. What a big clash this is going to be. Welcome to all for the double watch along. We will be having the predictions of this game initially for the first 15 minutes. Then we will be moving on to the watch along of this game of the Euro under 21, England under 21 against the likes of Germany under 21. We will be having the discussion of the lineups. What is Lee Castley, the manager of England, is cooking, as well as Antonio Di Salvo, the manager for Germany under 21, is cooking. But let me put that poll over here on the chat, and for you guys for making the predictions of this game, let me pull that poll. Who lifts the Euro trophy? Let me just put that poll over here. Who is going to lift the Euro under 21 trophy? The first option is that going to be England, who is going to be winning this under 21 the second time, and whether it is going to be the German under 21 winning that for the fourth time. Will that be the option, or is that a penalty drama incoming? Is that the option which we are keeping that on the third one? And the fourth one is hoping for a classic game between these two matches. Hope we are getting those polls. Yes, guys, the poll is live on the chat. Who lifts the Euro under 21 UEFA trophy? Is it going to be England? The final is over here. Is it going to be Germany? This is going to be a penalty drama incoming after those stoppage time, or whether that is going to be a classic game. England, are they going to be lifting that trophy for the second time, or the Germans are going to be winning that for the fourth time? The lineups for both the teams are here. We will be discussing the lineups of both, but before that, let me just put that. Yes, we are live. The audio and the video is good, and after that we will be also having the watch along of Benfica and Chelsea. But look at that. Before going deep into this, let me just show you that what is happening between Palmeiras and Botafogo. My goodness, Palmeiras, as predicted, they are going to be winning this big. Palmeiras, as predicted, they are going to be making that big. Let me put that on the Palmeiras matches. Yes, it is. Just look at that. It is Palmeiras against Botafogo in the Club World Cup, which is also happening. This game going on to the 117 minutes. After the 90 minutes, the game couldn't be decided. And it is this referee who was officiating this, and still the game is going on. But Palmeiras, as predicted, are doing good in the Club World Cup, and Botafogo are going to get their knockouts. Botafogo were the team who just got humiliation to PSG in the group stages. But against Palmeiras, yes, as usual, look at that. 19 shots taken and 5 on target. But my goodness, this game is roaring high because red card has been given to Gomez. But yes, we will be having the outlook of this game as well as the likes of Benfica and Chelsea. But the main game which we'll be watching is the likes of England under 21 against the likes of Germany 21. This is the watch we will be having. But what is Waldemar going to be? Is he going to be coming to Bayern? Will that be the factor looking good? And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll section, which has been pinned. Oh my goodness, what is this? Yes, give your votes on that. England under 21 against the likes of Germany 21, Euro 21 finals. What is that going to be? Oh my goodness, we have got that first vote that England under 21 are going to be winning this big. My goodness, look at that. Guys have already started voting and they are favoring for England to be winning that. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh my goodness. Germany also, we have got that vote. It is also that vote for Germany which we have got on this stream. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Who are going to be winning this big Euro under 21 final? Who is going to be making that big? What is that going to be? Oh my goodness, another vote has come in for Germany winning this big. So yes, those of you guys who are voting that, give your votes that how is this game going to be unfolding. In just under 22 more minutes, we'll be having the watch along. But let's not waste those time and go for those different aspects as well as the predictions of this game. Look at the England under 21. It is Elliot and McT who are doing their job. Being the captain, number 10, McT is the man on the attacking mid pitch. And talking about England in their Euro stats, it is definitely their man who is doing the talking is Harvey Elliott. 4 goals he has got. Alex Scott has also got a goal. Cresswell is also with 1 goal, but it is Harvey Elliott for England who are making that. But look at it. Lee Carsley has gone with Quanshaw and Cresswell on the centre backs, Hinchell Wood on the left backs, and Livramento on the right backs. This young talent is showing good. But number one, the goalkeeper being Beadle, he is doing the talking, but James Biddle looking on the aspects of the players. Let me just put that on the stats over here. Let me just close this lineup and bring those stats of the players. But Hutchinson on the left wings, it is Stansfield who is doing the talking, but the number of goals which Stansfield needs to be getting is not happening. The number of goals which Stanfield needs to be having is not having. That will be the worry for Carsley to be making that. Lee Carsley, will that be the aspect where he will be having that worry for that or not? I don't think so that it will be a big worry. But how are things going to be turning into that? Hutchinson is there, Anderson and Scott on the mid pitch as well as on the goalkeeping substitutions. We have got Teddy, Sherman, Love as well as Timkin who are doing the talking. Archie Gray is on for those substitutions. Relay, Edwards as well as Samuel Jr. are there for the defensive aspects. Hackney and Morton are the two mid-pitch where they will be doing those substitutions. But in the attack for the England under 21, it is Coffey, it is Navaneri, Rowe as well as Fellows. But a big stat over here is that England has got the defeat to Germany in the under 21s. Yes, that has happened. England has got those defeats to Germans, and that has happened in the group stages of this tournament. That has happened. It is Germans who has defeated the English squad, the under 21s in the group stages. Looking at the stats as well as the knockout stages, let me put this one over here on the screen. Let us have a look of the, just look at this. It is German against the English, but it is England who has got past Spain with a 3-1. It is Netherlands who got past Portugal. Portugal were really favorites in the under 21s. But it is Netherlands again. Oh my goodness. Those of you who are watching, give your, oh my God, another vote coming in for Germany. Those of you who are watching this, there is also that Q&A which we will be putting onto the stream, but a bit later on. Do stay tuned to it. But now we are watching that England and Netherlands was the semi-finals which happened, and England got it passed by 2-1. And for the Germans, it is the Italians time and again. For the senior men as well as for the under 21s, Germany has got those wins 3-2. It is France who went to the finals, and it was Volte Made who got those big numbers talking. And talking for the German lineup, look at that. It is Nick Volte Made who has been doing the talking. It is the Euros where the games are being played, and Nick Volte Made is the man who is really doing the talking, because in talking of the stats, Nick Woltemade has got 6 goals and 3 assists, a whooping one. And Nick Woltemade, is he going to be coming to Bavaria? But before that, let me just show the stat over here. Why is this thing not opening quick? It is Nick Woltemade who has got those 9 in those assists of goals plus assist. But no denying the fact, Harvey Elliott from England, the under 21, he has also got those 4 goals. No denying the fact, the team which will be scoring first. Oh my goodness, 75% votes we have got for Germany winning this. 75% votes for Germany winning this and 25% for England 21. But do stay tuned to it. We will be showing more stats of this game, and it will be much annoying for the other side of the fans to be watching that. But to put that stat over here, we have, yes, we have got that. We have got those stats. Just wait, let me put that on the screen. We will be discussing the lineups and making the predictions of this game. But before that, let me put some stats over here onto the screen. Let me just close this window and bring it this. Look at that. It is the big preview of England 21 against the likes of German 21. 57% possession is that what the general stats which the English team is going to be expecting. Germans are going to be goals on an expectation of 3 is the XG. Much of the goals expectation is for the German squad. 1.80 is the XG for the English squad. Against goals 1, that has been total shots on an average 10.2. Every stats for the Germans are roaring high. Every stats, but except the position is that. And look at what it is. English squad winning against Spain. They have got that against Netherlands. They have lost to Germany in the group stages. That has what been the story of the English squad. But it is their man who is doing the talking. Especially it is Harvey Elliott, the Liverpool man, who is doing the talking. But Nick Woltemade, will he be making that big? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who is going to be winning this game big? But let me just put another Q&A over here onto the chat. Who will be the first goal scorer? Let me put that. Q&A. Or let me put that. Who is being the under 21 standout so far? Let me put that Q&A over here. Let me just put that Q&A over here. Who has been the under 21 standout so far? And the first option is Elliott, England. Or is it the likes of Woltemade, Germany? Or is it some other options which you are having that? Give your comments on that. There is also that Q&A, that who has been the standout under 21 player of this tournament? Is it Elliott, England, or is it Woltemade, Germany? Give your comments on that, guys. Give your comments. That Q&A also has been just put over here onto the chat. It is those. Oh my goodness, we have got 75% votes for Germany under 21 to be winning, and England under 21 is 25% votes which we have got in this game. But let me just bring another stat over here onto your stream. Just look at this. Look at this, guys. Yes, if you are from the continent, you can watch this game from the fan code. We are watching it live from there in just under next 12 minutes. We'll be having that. But let me just show you this. It is the last 11 for England, where they have been going with James McTee, Harvey Elliott, Hutchinson, Stanfield, Anderson, Alex Scott, not much of the changes which Lee Castle has made to this team. Not much of these changes. Conshaw, Cresswell, Livramento has been there. Hinselwood is there, as well as Biedel has been the man starting. And for the Germans, look at that. Woltemade, it is Viper on the starting aspects. Nebel will be staying high. Knopf was the man starting, but not given that preferred lineup for today's game. What is that looking? Knopf was the man, but it is Gruda who has been given those lineups. That is a change from the likes of Antonio De Silva in this game. But Atabolu has been the man. Atabolu is the man in the previous game. He was doing those marvelous saves against France, and he is that pillar on the defense which the Englishman has to get past if they want to score into the nets against the Germans. And those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes on that poll section that who is going to lift the Euro Under 21 trophy. We will be making the predictions after this, but look at that. It is the man talking, Harvey Elliott, and it is Woltemade doing the talking. Elliott has got 4 goals, Woltemade has got 6, but on links with Bayern Munich, Woltemade, will he be coming that or not? But McT has also got a goal and assist. Viper has got 3 goals. In terms of scoring, Germans are looking high up, and in terms of assist, but Alex Scott has also got. But Scott is there on the mid pitch. Anderson is also there. But the substitutions which will be made is going to be great critical. But over here, UEFA Under 21, it is the rating where you see both 83 for the English squad as well as the German squad. That has been the story so far. The rating is same. The attack is bit more lethal for the Germans, bit high, and the squad is also the balanced one for both of them. In the mid pitch also the Germans are having that upper hand, and in the goalkeeping aspects where Atupolu is the man, he is taking that lead high up. And yes, with this start we will definitely be going on to making that the English squad with this lineup has a bit of less advantage to the likes of the German squad with this lineup. No denying the fact, in the attacking aspects, Germans are a bit higher. On the mid pitch, the Germans are definitely a bit higher. But in the goalkeeping aspects, where it is the likes of Atupolu, the man who is staying over there, he is definitely the big man talking. He is definitely the big man talking. We are making the predictions of this game going to be in favor of the Germans, and in the 90 minutes this game is going to be a 3-1 or 3-2. In just under more 7 minutes we have made the predictions, and yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll section that how are things going to be. Will Woltemade be getting more goals and more assists? Will that be the thing happening? Yes, the stream is live. Let me just share those cheeky piggy links. Look at that. The trophy is being lifted and being shown to the fans, and it is live over here. Those cheeky piggy links have also been shared on our social media platforms, and if you are watching that and you can watch it live from Slovakia, those cheeky piggy links have been shared. You can watch it there from there, guys. You can watch it from there. But English squad definitely has that advantage, and they have got those defeats. But will that be the statement making it good? Will that be the statement making it good? And the referee for today's game, no denying the fact, has been this man, Mr. Van Dijk. This is Mr. Van Dijk who will be officiating this game. Sander Van Dijk is the man who will be on the pitch for today's game. He will be refereeing this. But Castle is challenging England to create a legacy with under 21. Will that be the thing happening or not? Sander Van Dijk is the referee for today's game. But will that be the talking? Will that be the talking? Will this game go for a penalty drama? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. In just under 5 more minutes, we will be having the watch along. We have made our predictions for this game as well. If you have joined it just now, you can just scroll back the stream, and we have made the predictions of this game. What are your votes? Do give your votes as well. Look at that. The English squad is looking ready on the pitch. The English squad is looking ready over here onto the pitch. It is Harvey Elliott. Will he be doing the talking? Or it is the likes of Nick Waterman? Will he be doing the talking? What is that going to be? From Stuttgart to Bayern Munich, will the transfers of Nick Waterman be happening? Will that transfer be happening? Because 6 goals and 3 assists, all in all 9 in the contributions for the Germans in the Euros. Nick Waterman is the man who is doing the talking. If you have missed the lineups, we have been making those lineups available all over on here onto the screen. But again, just let me show that. Oh my god, the teams are coming onto the pitch. It is at Slovakia, Bratislava, where the game is going to be commencing in, and the teams are going to be coming on to the pitch. Look at that. It is the teams who are coming on to the pitch. But this man, Sander Van Dijk, will he be critical for today? That is the big aspect. Whether he will be giving any penalties or not, that is going to be the man from Netherlands. Sander Van Dijk will be the official referee for today's game. Hope things don't get more crazy from his side. Hope things don't get more crazy from his side. Look at that. The German fans are over here at Slovakia. Now the national anthems will be played. We will be muting that stream for just 4 minutes. It is the national anthem which is being played. We will be muting the stream, guys. We will be muting the stream because of those copyrights. Yes, we have muted that. Hope my audio is audible and the stream's audio is now nullified. Yes, it is muted. It is muted. But the top scorers of this tournament, Waltermat being doing the talking, Harvey Elliott has got. Cisse from France was having those good numbers, 3 talking. Giovanni Quenda was from Portugal. Nelson Viper is doing also the talking. These are the men who have been doing, but it is the fight between Nick Waltermat and Harvey Elliott. The Liverpool man Elliott against the likes of Stuttgart's Waltermade, who is definitely going to be coming to Bayern. The deal has been done. The agreement has been made with Waltermade. The Bayern management has done the talking, and hope this time they are not going to be making that ugly and upsetting like, the previous one, as the likes of Florian Wirtz was going to be happening. But in terms of goals and assists in this Euro 21, it is Waltemade with 9, Quenda with 5, William Osula from Denmark was there with 5, Harvey Elliott from England 4 in the stats, Clement Bishop was there as well from 3, Cisse was doing the talking, but it is North the man who has also been doing the talking. North is the man who is also doing the talking. So yes, here was the lineup of both the teams, England under 21 against the likes of German 21. We have made that available over here, and yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll, that who lives the under 21 Euro trophy. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Give your votes on that poll section, that who is going to be making that big. And after that, we'll be also having that Chelsea and Benfica watch along parallel with that. But it is the man doing the talking, Nick Waltermat, for which we will be watching this final live from Slovakia. This is going to be happening. We will be putting on the live timeline as well onto the screen. We will be putting on the live timeline over here onto the screen. It is the final lineups. Guys, those of you who have missed this, final 2 minutes for this lineup to be showing onto the screen. It is those final lineups to be shown onto the screen. We have made that 30 minutes of streaming so far and got 75% votes for German under 21 on that poll, and England under 21 for getting 25% votes. And penalty drama incoming, no one has given a vote for that. and hoping for a classic game. No one has even voted for that. My goodness, guys are wanting a straight win out of this. Yes, those of you who are watching that parallel game of the Club World Cup, we are having those score lines as well. I think it is Palmeiras who has got that victory. Let me put that. Palmeiras, yes, it is the full time. Look at that. It is the full time, and Palmeiras has got that victory. Palmeiras against Botafogo, despite getting a red card, but on the attacking aspects, Palmeiras were really doing that big. And a 1-0 is the score line against Botafogo, where they are making it to the next round, where they are making it definitely to the next round, and they will be facing either Benfica or Chelsea. We'll be having that bit later. For now, it is England under 21 against the likes of German under 21, and the referee Sander Van Dijk is the man who will be officiating this game. It is the final lineups where you can have. It is for England lineup, which we are having that on the screen. You can have that. Look at that. The players are here onto the page. Then the national anthem is now over, and this game is going to begin anytime soon. This game is going to begin anytime soon. Quansha on the center back. Will he be doing those statement good? And it is the final lineup for German under 21. The referee is going to blow the whistle anytime. Oh my goodness, the game has just kicked off. The kickoff has happened. It is the referee Sander Van Dijk who has just blew the whistle, and the kickoff has happened. The kickoff has just happened over here. Lee Castley down on the sidelines. Why is he looking upset? Because already have they got those. The kickoff has just happened. The kickoff has just happened. It is now the Germans trying to make it high up on the pitch. The possession is now with the Germans. The Germans surely are having those possessions. It is a pass made to the back. But how is this game going to be? Look at that. It is the wing which is doing the talking. It is the wings which is doing the talking. It is out for a corner or not? No, denied. Antonio Di Salvo against Lee Carsley. The decider for the previous group stage matches was also there, but it was Lee Carsley who was denied a victory in this. But will that be the thing talking? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. It is Quanshaw clearing that ball high up enough. He goes for Elliott. Scott, that is a pass to the mid pitch again, but Scott and Anderson with McTee will be doing that talking. It is Hutchinson who has passed that. Henselwood, will he get that? Inside the box trying to get, but Collins has got that block good enough from the right back. This German under 21 making that finally a clearance cutting in from our man. It is a miss pass. Voldemort has got the ball. He is moving high up. He has got Viper. Will he be making that? Neville is the man. He passes him good. My goodness. It is a back pass coming to Brown. Martin and Reeds on the mid pitch are making that good. It is Gruda passing that to Collins. Collins again to Gruda on the wings. Will he make a cross happen? Yes, it is a cross, but straight into the hands of Beadle. It was a cross made by Gruda. Martel was the man who made that effort, but straight into the hands of Beadle. The numbers are talking, guys. The numbers are really talking over here. The numbers are really talking over here. Things are looking happening. The Germans are making those attacks looking lethal over here. But the early goal is going to be a big one. Let me put this stats over here. The live timeline will be showing the live timeline as well, but nothing is there yet to be shown on the timeline. We'll be showing those big moments as well from this game on the screen. Hutchinson has got that. It is the mid page where the English men are looking struggling. Look at that. No denying the fact it is the mid page. Again, a cross being made into the German box. Will that be a clearance? Yes, Brown makes that good. It is a pass high up. Will Nibble be making that big? It is that speed where Nibble couldn't make it up and the ball was off for a throw. Now the game is settling in. 4 minutes are already up. 4 minutes are already up. And the teams are looking settling in. It is some sort of a move which Anderson and the likes of Scott from the mid pitch are trying to bring in. But no denying the fact Martel and Reeds are blocking everything. Gruda and Nibble on the mid pitch are also doing that talking. Look at that tackle. Reeds making it good. And Scott, what a fall it is. But no cards yet been shown. 4 minutes 40 seconds. If you are watching this, do tune your match timer with our watch links. Elliot again making that speedy run. He has got that. Oh my goodness, it is a big opportunity. It is a block again being made. Oh my God, Hatubolu was the man who made that save good. It was a save from Hatubolu, but a ball was lost inside the box. My goodness, England has scored. England has scored. It is the English boys who have scored. It is Elliot the man scoring. It is Elliot who has scored. My goodness, the kickoff has happened and in just under 6 minutes, the ball was loose inside the box. It was a save made so good, but on that deflection, Atubolu had the good save. Atubolu had the good save. It was straight a good save from Motubolu, but a deflection coming in. But the clearance which was happening from Collins was not that good. And Elliot inside the box getting that ball and has scored. Has scored. The goal has happened. The goal has happened. No VR for that. Elliot is the man doing the talking. Harvey Elliot getting his fourth goal, 12 goals in 13 matches all in all, and in this tournament he is getting his fourth goal. That is the stats looking good. England has scored, guys. That early goal is definitely a big advantage. That early goal is definitely an Harvey Elliott with 5 goals is the man talking, but Walter is also there with 9 goals. I mean, 9 goals plus assist, 6 goals plus 3 assists is the stats. Will that be happening or not? The first goal has happened and Germany are just trailing by 1 goal. Oh my goodness. We have got another vote for England. Those of you who are voting this, there is also that Q&A that who's been the under 21 standout so far. Is it Elliot from England or is it Walter from Germany? There is also that Q&A question and answer which has been also put on the chat. Do give your comments on that as well. Otupolu has the ball passing that high up. Will he make this statement look good? Will this statement be looking good? No denying the fact Elliot is the man who did the talking so early in just under 5 minutes. It is Gruda now moving high up on the wings. A tackle being made, but on the mid pitch is where he has lost the position, but back it is coming on with Martel. Martel and Reeds on the mid pitch has to be a bit more clinical inside the box. That is the talking which just happened. 8 minutes are now up. 8 minutes are now up. Slovakia, Bratislava is the place where this game is happening. In the group stages, the Germans have got that win over the English under 21. Again, a cross coming in inside the box. Will that be a good option? Nebel with that header, not good enough. I mean, look at that. Reeds is staying deep down on the centre backs. It is Collins as well as the likes of RAMB who are there staying deep down. One goal down in just under 5 minutes, and now it is Brown getting that cross inside the box. Nothing looking happening. Weiner, Gruder, Viper, Gruder, no one is there for that header. Livramento is also doing his job good on the left backs. Look at that. He is speeding high up. He has got that. A block coming in. Number 20, Nibel getting that from Oirman. Brown is making some missed passes there on the pitch. RAMB getting a good tackle, that is. A nice tackle from RAMB onto the pitch. Artubolu, he just had a big save of that shot, but on the deflection coming in from Collins, the clearance wasn't that good, and that is what the ball was left open inside the box, and Elliott got that shot to be taking. It was a big chance, and Elliott really converted it good. Harvey Elliott really converted that real good. It is Viper and Voltemade who are staying high up on the pitch. Ruda is staying on the right mid page. He is there on those progressing upper thirds. But from England, they are now trying to pass on from Anderson and Scott on the mid pitch. Elliott is on the wings and McAtee on the attacking mid pitch, trying to make the game bit composed. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What will this game be going on? It is Beadle now having the possession, the English goalkeeper passing that up to Anderson. Anderson is staying defensive mid-pitch, now passes that to McAtee. Elliott and McAtee are making those moves. But Scott is the man who is getting those fluidity on the pitch. Scott is the man who is getting that fluidity on the pitch. It is to Hutchinson this time. To the mid-pitch is goes. Again, the change of the wings. It is now Elliott. Passes that back. Scott is the man staying close to Elliott on that side of the pitch. Now it is to Livramento on the wings. He gets that into the box. A clearance coming in from RAMB. The England under 21 boys are making things, spreading the pitch good, and they are just making the things look happen good. They are making the things happen good. They are really doing the talking. It was a close fight in the group matches, but there was a loss for Lee Carsley. But in this game, they are up by 1. Look at that positioning of Quansha. Voltemade needs to be pressing it high up against the likes of Quansha on that pitch. It is a long ball trying to find Stansfield, but nothing is cropping from him. A good man marking on the mid pitch. Anderson and Scott are doing the man marking good on the mid pitch. Again, it is Hutchinson coming it high up inside the box. Will he make that a back pass? Yes, it is to Hinchelwood. A foul that is. Gruda has considered a foul, and no denying the fact the referee on the pitch, Sander Van Dyke, has given a foul for that. but no cards. It is a foul coming in. Gruda making that foul, but no cards for that. Good refereeing there on the pitch. Good refereeing happening there on the pitch. Antonio Di Salvo, will he make his statement look good? Early goal coming in. The English players have scored their early goals. Will the German Bombers be making that statement good and making that equalizer? Now it is a free kick on the left part of the pitch, and Harvey Elliott is making that. A cross inside the box goes. Oh my goodness, cross being taken. Header was there. Big opportunity again. It is a scoring opportunity again. Cross being made. My goodness. McAtee with his left footer makes that cross. It was to the far post, and Cresswell, the centre back, was high up inside the box of the Germans, but couldn't get a touch to that. Otherwise, it would have been that second goal incoming. And the Germans, what a move that is. Look at that. McT made that move with that first touch inside the box, receiving the ball, making a turn with his left footer, and again shooting it with his left foot. It is McT with his left footer talking big inside the German box, but Cresswell, the number 5, the centre back who was high up on the box, just couldn't get a slight touch to that. MB passing that back to Bolu. Oerman. It goes for Collins. Collins and Oerman doing the passing, but not finding now the likes of Martel and Reeds on the mid page. Now it is Reeds dropping down. Oh my goodness, again a vote has come in for England under 21. Again a vote has come in. Now the votes on that poll section is 50% for England and 50% for Germany under 21. But no one is getting that vote for penalty drama incoming, and no one is hoping for a big classic game of this Euro 121 finals. Give your votes, guys. There is also that Q&A over here onto the chart, that who's been the under 21 standout players so far in this tournament. Is it Harvey Elliott from England, or is it the likes of Walter Made from Germany? Walter Made having 6 goals, 3 assists. He makes that his move inside the box, his goals. Walter Made is there. He is doing the talking, dribbling it high up inside the box. Will he get a shot? No, denied. Denied. There is also that Q&A over here, guys. Give your answers to that also, that who is the standout player of this tournament. Walter Made with 6 goals and 3 assists, or it is Harvey Elliott now with 5 goals. Who is the standout player of this Euro tournament as well? 50% votes we have got for England under 21 and 50% votes for Germany under 21 on that live poll on the chat. Those of you who are watching this, continue giving your votes, guys. We have made the predictions of this stream, this match from the start of the stream. If you are joining it now, you can watch it by dragging the timeline. There's a missed pass, getting that on the mid page. Martel, will he pass that? He gets that to Walter Made now. It is Nebel. Will he make a cross? No, that inverted back coming in late. It is Walter Made getting a touch to it inside the box. Martel was there to take a shot, but somehow just couldn't click that. The timing is looking missing. The perfect timing where the passes have to be made is somewhat looking, but in terms of passes, in the stats, look at that. What are the stats talking about in this game? 4 shots England has taken, and the Germans hasn't yet been able to register a single shot on target. Out of those 4 shots from England, 2 on target, 45% possession, 82 passes, not bad. 80% accuracy is there where they are lacking. Inside the box again, had opportunity. Will this be Gruda taking that? No, denied. Inside the box again. My goodness. It is the German under 21 making it high up on the page, going to the defense, but no, being denied. It is now again Elliott passes that high up to the far post. My goodness, it is a big mess. It was Stansfield who was given an open net to be just touching the ball. What a pass it was. Creativity coming in from Harvey Elliott for that counter from England. Moves that straight into the flank positions to the mid pitch. It was offside. Anyways, it was offside. Anyways, that was going to be offside. But then also a touch to that was the need, which was need to be coming from Stansfield. Voltemade and Weeper no making the high compressing stand up talking, but their press are not looking that on the perfect side of the page. Their press are not looking that on the perfect side of the page. And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your like, share, and subscribe, as well as those votes on that poll section which has been pinned on the chat. I mean, Oilman and the likes of LAMB are doing their job good, but it is on the attacks from where the likes of Gruda is playing that number 17. That is where Antonio Di Salvo must be depending that he must have got either the likes of Noff or Roll to be doing the talking. And in the stats, so far in this game, not a single shot the Germans have been able to register. Again, the Englishmen are looking, making their counters time and again. Not a single shot the Germans have been able to take so far on the pitch. It is now Concha with that ball. He passes that back. It is to Cresswell. Cresswell and Concha are now high up on the pitch. 20 minutes are now officially up. 20 minutes are now officially up. The number 20, Scott, is having that weird mask on his face. Otubolu, whom is he going to make that pass? Reeds. Reeds goes for RMB. It is now to Voltemade. What a class pass from Nebel it was. Voltemade making that pass. Slight deflection to 8. It is Nubel who has been fouled on the pitch and a card being given. It is Henshelwood who has committed that foul and a card being given by the referee on the pitch, Sandro Van Dyke, giving Henshelwood for that foul on the pitch. It was a bad tackle. Henshelwood made that tackle bad. It was to Groda, but no cards yet been given by the referee, Sandro Van Dyke. No cards yet been given. Antonio Di Salvo not looking good, happy on the sidelines. Lee Castley instructing his man to make some moves because it is a cross coming in. Reed's going to take that. So far, 2 fouls committed by the England under 21 and 3 from the German. Reeds takes that. Inside the box, big opportunity. Voltemade, will he get that? Oh my goodness, a header hit was from Voltemade. I think he was offside. Voltemade was offside. Nonetheless, that header from Voltemade wasn't even close to the nets. That header from Voltemade wasn't even close to the nets, but he was offside with that. He was definitely offside. A big opportunity missed. And with that, we'll be counting that a shot to be taken, not a single one from the Germans so far. A long ball that is. I mean, Bidale, the goalkeeper from England, is not making any passes on the centre backs. He is looking poised with the threat of the attacking aspects of the Germans. A long ball it is, straight into the hands of Otubolu. Reeds this time, getting that to RAMB. Back to Reeds. Reeds gets that high up. A mistouch it is. Weeper getting that. Waltemade. It is onto the wings. A cross being taken. Will he be making that? Collins make that early. Oh my goodness. Martel inside the box takes a shot so high enough to be getting that into the net. It was wide. Number 6, captain of the German under 21, Martel making that shot, but it was so high up, nowhere near the nets. What is that looking happening? It is again Elliott getting that. It is a big opportunity coming in. Varehembi getting that block. Collins again, a shot being taken. My goodness, it is the all-out defense which is looking happening, and Hutchinson this time has got the second goal. I mean, what a gameplay this is looking happening. The German under 21 are playing so ridiculously high up on the pitch and now have considered second goal. And in their defensive aspects, Waltemade is looking furious. Waltemade is looking furious. Look at that. It was Stansfield who got that ball on receiving. It was a block coming in from Ironman, but not a clearance coming in. Ironman was not looking for a clearance, and Collins finally making that block, but didn't go for those clearance as well. And Atubolu has considered twice. It is a big one. It was the previous game where Atubolu was making those big saves against the likes of France, but this time big saves from Atubolu is not looking happening. 2 goals down. In just 25 minutes, 2 goals down. That is the thing looking. That is the thing looking. But for me in this game, the man who is not doing the talking is definitely from the likes of Gruda, where he is looking bit annoying on the pitch. Knopf was the man who should have been picked. Antonio De Silva not making those wing attacks as well. So will that be any equalizers coming from the German under 21? Because 25 minutes are now officially up. The ball is now rolling on the pitch. Slovakia Bratislava, where the title hope of the 4th time for the Euros, it is now a big uphill task for the Germans to be incoming. Reeds this time passing that high up. It is to Gruda, number 17 on the wings, right wings, making his move. Left footer he gets, trying to get some sort of interception, but no. MB this time passing that to Brown. Brown gets it inside the box. It is the inverted mid-pitch where the Germans are now seen looking. Oh my god, look at that first touch. It is also Oerman who is missing that big up against the likes of Stansfield. Oerman is not looking good enough for making those centre-back tackles even for Stansfield. That is why he is conceding. And RAMB, what a task he is doing there on the pitch. It is now to Reeds again. Passing that to RAMB. Oerman, whom is he going to pass? He has got Martel. Martel gets that to Nebel. Writes again, Nebel, Waltemade, trying the talking, inside the box, going in, making a cross. No, denied. You are trying more central, my boys. Try to get those crosses incoming from the wings. Try to get those crosses coming in from the wings. The crosses are not coming in. I think there is a foul committed. Nebel has been fouled on the pitch. No, not a foul being given. It is a goal kick. England with that position on the mid page. No denying the fact on the mid page they are making that big. And they are only making those talking because the Germans are going for that all-out defense, and it is Oerman and RAMB who are just the 2 lone men who are staying. And England with those counters are making those things happening good on the pitch. They have already got those 2 goals. But NMB and Oilman are not even making those passes high enough. It is now Brown. Back passes to right. Oilman again. Will he get that? He tries to fight Walter Made on the attacking mid page. Walter Made making his moves. Not making those crosses. Is he going to pass that? No, he has won a corner with that tackle. 6 feet 2, Walter Made making those dribbles with his right footer is really looking roaring high up. He is looking roaring high up. He wants those 2 equalizers soon. And a corner won by him. A right footer curler from Reeds. Will that be good enough? And Walter Made be able to get that header or not? He's getting that. Walter Made gets a header. My goodness, it was Weeper who got that header. Big opportunities coming in, but not getting that into the nets. Look at that. Weeper got that header straight onto him to near to the far post. He was going for that. I mean, he was at the first post going for that far post, but denied. And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll section that who will be getting that. England under 21 against Germany under 21 in the Euro finals. Look at that. Gruda is not even falling that wing playmaking on the pitch. What is that? Why the stream has just gone back? There is some sort of lag on that live. I hope now it is looking good. Yes. Now it is 30 minutes on the watch, guys. 30 minutes on the watch. And yes, those of you who are from the continent can watch it on the fan code, whereas those cheeky piggy links, if you don't want to shell out your bucks, has also been. It is now Reeds making that high up. Walter Made. No. It is Viper making that onto the wings. My goodness. Viper has been making that bad. Viper on the wings trying to make it inside the box, but has been denied. It has been denied. Creswell and Livramento on the left part of the page are denying anything for Viper to be incoming. Again, it is Collins up against Hutchinson. He is letting him allow inside the box. It is a poor play from Collins. From the right backs, he is letting that player come on inside the box and make those shots. A poor defending coming in from Collins again. I mean, talking about Antonio Di Salvo, he is playing a do or die game in this. It is a do or die game looking under over here. And on the other hand, Benfica and Chelsea, oh my goodness, look at that. The lineups for Benfica and Chelsea has also been placed over here. Oh my goodness. Rubin is the man talking. Benfica and Chelsea, this game we will be having after watching this Euro 21 finals. But Scott and Anderson on the mid pitch, they are really doing the talking good. It is now a cross coming in. Header again. Viper this time. Not being able to take a shot on target, boys. Brown this time got that cross inside the box so good. It was Viper getting even that header good, but No way near the box. The shots are incoming, but not getting that inside the box now. Three shots only being taken, not a single one on target. Oh my goodness. Poor finishing again looking happening. The way the German boys are playing, they are playing all out defense. Antonio Di Salvo, I don't think he is looking anything macking happening. Or to Boglu getting that to Myrtle, fast looking it happening for Collins, no denied. But from the aspects of Gruda, he is not even dropping, he is not moving high up on the pitch. This is absolutely looking a poor gameplay happening. What is wrong with this under 21 from the Germans? But number 20 from the English under 21, it is Scott who is making those split on the pitch. Gruda again getting that tackle. It was against Quanshaw. Quanshaw has a fall on the pitch. And Hutchinson to be talking about him from Ipswich Town and Harvey Elliott from Liverpool have done the talking. If Lee Castle is going to get this Euros, will Thomas Tuchel, if not performing well, will he get promoted? Because Lee Castle has also got that big chance from Waldemade trying to make a dribble. My goodness. He was looking sole over there, but a pass to Viper could have got a shot at least. But defensive aspects from Oilman is not at all looking good enough. You are predictable. Brown now making those moves, but no move from Neville. It is on the wings where Neville and Gruda are really lacking on that part of the pitch because it has been blocked. Neville is being blocked by Scott and Gruda it is being blocked by Henschel Wood on that part of the pitch. Not a single shot the Germans have been able to register on target so far. Waldemade has been showing those skills on the pitch but not enough and sufficient to get a goal. It is a foul to Waldemade inside the box but being denied. 37 minutes are now up. Waldemade must not be happy with the performance of the team because he is looking damn eager to get those but some sort of Refereeing on the pitch, this man refereeing on the pitch is looking his job really good, no denying the fact. Sander Van Dijk on the referee on the pitch has been really doing his job real good, no denying the fact. Down by 2 goals, 38 minutes on the watch. Can the Germans be able to get those equalizers or will they concede more? Voltemade and Viper are both exchanging and sweeping their positions time and again. It is a ball being won. My goodness, what is Viper doing? He got the ball loose early on the pitch, but just didn't even make that. It is a shot again being taken. This time, Atubulu making that save. Antonio D. Salvo's men are not looking that whether they are completely going into those attacking or whether they are going into those defensive aspects. That is the way where they are lacking, and it is those selfish moments coming in. Viper and Voltemade not making those passes between each other is the way where they are lacking in those attacking aspects. But a big time, big save it is from Atubolu. I think Lee Carsley needs to make a change. Lee Carsley needs to make some change. I think Scott is the man going looking to be moving off the pitch, and it is Morton who is coming on. Yes, Scott is the man. I think he is moving off the pitch. Is he that going to be? No. Time being wasted over here. Free kick for England. A cross coming in inside the box. Voltemade making that header. Interception good. Blocking it. Look at that. Again inside the box. They are allowing that to be taking those shots to be taken. Ruda inside the box being tackled bad. It was a bad tackle coming in from Cresswell. He is man marking. Cresswell is man marking the likes of Viper, and it is Voltemade who is being man marked by Concha on that part of the pitch. Cresswell has again got that foul, but no cards yet been shown. Ruda again, poor first touch from him. Collins this time. Will he make a pass to the mid pitch? No, he goes for RMB. MB now speeding eye up. Make those passes, boy. You are taking that position too long enough on your legs to be doing the talking. Now he passes that to Brown. It is Owen man, but whom is he going to pass? It is Martel and Reeds. Now they are staying high up. Where is that number doing the talking on the mid pitch? I mean, Gruda and Nebel, they are not even dropping down to make those passes to be happening. And no passes from Oerman as well as the likes of RMB are making that high up for those long balls. Reads this time to Martel. Martel has got Voltemade. Voltemade making his moves. He has been fouled. It is a bad foul on the pitch. Number 20, Scott, who made that tackle to Voltemade, but only a yellow card being shown to him. The first card of this game goes on, and it is Martel who gets that for the Germans, and now it is Scott who has got that from England. But a bad tackle it was to Voltemade on the pitch. Scott is now moving off the pitch. Finally, he takes that substitution. He was trying to make it up to those 45 minutes, but no, denied. It is Morton, the number 23, coming onto the pitch and replacing Scott. It was a tackle from Martel where Scott got those injuries deep down, but now it is Morton coming on to the pitch, number 23 from England under 21. Lee Castley must be impressed. 44 minutes are now up. Will any goal come for the Germans in the first half, or before this first half ends, are the England under 21 going to score one more? Give your votes, guys. What will be happening on that live poll on the chat? A free kick, that is. Reeds, is he going to make that header happening? 44 minutes 10 seconds. Who is going to take that? Weeper or Reeds? Cross being taken. Inside the box goes. My goodness. Header coming in again. Weeper takes that header, but not a professional one to be getting that into the nets. It is those professional aspects where Weeper is missing that. And to be talking about Walter Made, he has been making his moves, but not good enough to get a goal. Gruda this time. Poor stunts. It is now to Collins again. Inside the box, going to get a curtain, but blocked by Henschel Ward. But I think Collins and Brown are doing that big talking, and Gruda and Nibble, where they have to move high up, and deep link playmaking is not happening from Gruda and Nibble with their sweeper backs. That is where Antonio Di Salvo has to come up in the second half if they need to make anything. Corner incoming again. Waldemade, will he take that? No, denied. Collins on the mid page receives that with the deflection, passes that to Brown. Now it is Nebel. Will he make that cross? No, he has a turn. Again, a cross coming in. It is a header. My goodness. Weeper takes that header. What a perfect pitch. It was the German sniper cross coming in, and Weeper takes that header, a perfect one into the net. It is one. Germany has got their first goal. I think it was the first shot of target coming on. Yes, it was the first shot on target coming on, and Weeper, the man with that header, gets that. It was a perfect pitch. It was a perfect goal. Look at that. Outstanding class and playmaking coming in. What a cross it was from the number 20 coming in from the German under 21. Nebel making that cross and Weeper taking that header. Marvelous goal. It is one of the marvelous goals in the Euro 21 this year. Euro under 21, this is the marvelous goal which has happened, and Weeper with that header, oh my goodness. Now Weeper, I think, must have got his 4 goals of this season. Yes, Weeper has got 3 goals in the past, in this Euro 21s, and now it is that 4th goal. Nelson Weeper getting that, and what a perfect header it was. My goodness, it was a perfect header. And the scoreline now, it is Germany 1, England 2. 3 minutes of added time in the first half. 45 minutes are up. 3 minutes of added 3 minutes of added time in the first half. The scoreline is doing the talking, my boys. The scoreline is doing the talking. It was a perfect cross. Nebel getting that cross, it was a marvelous one. Nebel got that so good. And Weeper taking that header, out of 10, I would give both of these, Weeper and Nebel. Though Nebel has been sacrificing his position, not moving high up, but he is not being given that ball to be playing on the left mid pitch. That is where Antonio Di Salvo needs to be doing the talking. It is the halftime. The referee has blown the whistle, and the after halftime it is going to be, oh my goodness, what a class goal it is. The Germans getting that goal so good and high enough, and what a marvelous goal that was. And it is this referee Sander Van Dijk. He has been making his decisions, but not that good enough, I would say. And in the stats, if we talk about, Germans have got 5 shots, 2 on target, but not that little. And England has got only those counters to be making, except that first goal, and a total of 7 shots, 4 on target. 44% possession, 193 passes, but 80% is the pass accuracy. Whereas Germans have got 90% pass accuracy, 4 fouls. England has committed 7 from Germans. Yellow card, 1 each coming in for both the teams. And in terms of corners, Germans have got twice, whereas England once. But look at this, it was the first card which was shown to Eric Martel on the 37th minute, and Alex Scott from England getting 43rd minute. But Alex Scott has to depart the pitch, and Tyler Morton coming on to the pitch. Scott was doing his job real good. No denying the fact, Scott was making his move, and the fluidity on the mid pitch, he was getting that good. He was blocking anything to be coming in from Neville, and the likes of Weeper and Voltemade, with the likes of Brown to be doing the talking from that left part of the pitch. That was the thing looking happening. 2-1 is the scoreline, guys, of the first half. We have got 50% votes for England under 21 to be winning this game, and 50% votes on that poll, live poll, still now, German under 21 to be getting that. The third option is also penalty drama is incoming. None of the votes we have got, and hoping for a classic game, 0% has given those votes. But 2-1 is the scoreline in the half time. What will be the aspects? Lee Castley, will he be making anything? I don't think so that he will be soon making any sort of substitutions, because it is Elliott and McTee on the high attacking aspects with Hutchinson. He will be relying on up to those 65 to 70 minutes. After that, it will be the likes of Ethan Neveneri or Fellows, or the likes of Tuffy or Roy to be coming on. We will be seeing that. But Antonio Di Salvo on the lineups, will he be making any sort of changes? Will that be any sort of changes? I mean, Lee Castley, I don't think that there is any sort of substitutions to be made, but Antonio Di Salvo has to take into the aspects of Brajan Gruda number 17. With the likes of Collins, that part of the pitch, I think it is Ansgar Knopf who needs to be coming in. Ansgar Knopf is the man who is to be that right midfielder from Frankfurt. I think he needs to be coming in, because Gruda from Brighton is much predictable on the pitch and not looking much. And Hanshelwood, that man on the pitch from Brighton, has got that aspect. Gruda, number 17 from Brighton, as well as Hanshelwood from England, the number 16 from that part of the pitch. Gruda is completely getting man marked, and he is not being able to get past Hanshelwood. And to be talking about the departure of Scott, that is where Gruda should be making that big. But I think there is some sort of technical aspects where Ansgar Knopf from Frankfurt should be making those. That is the place where I think Antonio Di Salvo needs to be thinking into this second half for that substitutions. That is where the Germans are lacking it. Hanshelwood and Gruda both are from Brighton, and that is where Gruda is not getting past Hanshelwood, and Hutchinson is the man who is from Ipswich Town getting those runs, but Collins from Frankfurt not getting those blocks, as well as from the from the parts of Oherman, who is from Sturm Graz. I think he needs some sort of replacement. I think it is the likes of Rosenfelder who should be coming onto the pitch. Max Rosenfelder on the center backs from Freiburg. This is the man I think he needs to be talking. Two of the substitutions much needed. Two of the substitutions much needed for Antonio Di Silva to be happening there on the pitch. And we will be having the stats of this game. But before that, I will take a short 1 minute break. But on the other half of the football pitch, It is Benfica and the likes of Chelsea. The game hasn't yet begun. The game hasn't yet begun. We will be having that also, but it is this referee who is going to be officiating this game. My goodness, Benfica and Chelsea will be refereed by Slovako winking. This again, bad man on the pitch will be refereeing this game, Benfica and Chelsea. But England under 21 and Germany under 21 will be having the second half. But before that, I will take a short break, guys. Short break. I will take a short 1 minute break and I will be back. Do stay tuned to it and also give your votes on that poll. And also that there is a Q&A of that standout player in this England and Germany, as well as this Euro 121 UEFA tournament which is happening. Give your comments as well as votes. I'll be just back in 1 minute. Antonio Di Salvo has to make those big numbers talking. Antonio Di Salvo. Yes, guys, we are back from that short break. It is the half time which is going on between the Euro 21 finals happening between England and Germany, and we are having that watch along. Hope the audio and the video is quite good over here onto the stream. Let me check that. Yes, the audio and video is quite good over here onto the screen, but Benfica and Chelsea, that game is also about to begin. And let us have a look at the lineup of Benfica and Chelsea over here. Look at that. Benfica has got Rubin, Silva there, Otamendi. My goodness, Benfica has got Silva there on the centre backs. That man is lethal. Dahl is there on the left backs. Oxu, Luis, and Barrero on the mid pitch. Di Maria, Pavlidis, and the likes of Strupp are there. Benfica have been making that statement good. Will that be good enough? Will Benfica be getting that win over the likes of Chelsea? Will that be a redemption happening? But Chelsea not having the options because a red card was shown to Maresca's man. And against Bruno Lage's Benfica, this game Chelsea will not be having their forward, and it is Delap who will be making that against Otamendi. Enzo Fernandez, Neto is there on the wings, Palmer on the right wings, Caicedo and Luis are there on the mid pitch, but Colville and the likes of Badia Chalet on the centre backs. I think Reece James being over there will be a good tackle to Schropp and the likes of Koksu on that part of the page. But from the left part of the Chelsea's attack, Caicedo is the man staying there. That will be critical. And no denying the fact the referee of this game is this man, Slovako Vinkic. Again, a controversial referee, Slovako Vinkic, has been picked for this game. Why UEFA is picking up such controversial referees over here? But we are having the watch of England 21 and the likes of Germany under 21, and in the half time, let us show those stats over here onto the screen. Let us put this screen off. Yes, it is. Just look at the stats of England 21 and Germany under 21. In the halftime, what happened? 44% possession from England. Most of them have been relying on those counters, and they have been lucky that they have got 2 goals in those counters to be making. The first goal was a creative one. No denying the fact the first goal was a creative one. But apart from that, they have been making those next 6 shots, especially on those counters. And the Germans have been lacking on the mid pitch. Definitely. 7 shots, the blue 44% representing England and the black 56% replacing Germans. But shots on target only 2. Big chances missed not once, but big chances missed by England are 1. And it is those 2 goals coming in from Elliott and Hutchinson which has kept England with a lead of 1 goal. But the 1 goal coming from the Germans, Vipers scoring in that extra time of the first half. It was a marvelous one. It was a marvelous one. And that cross which was made, it was huge. 189% is the passing accuracy for England, 90% from the Germans. 4 fouls, 7 by each. But let us put this lineup over here onto the screen where I think some sort of changes to be made. Let me put that lineup over here onto the screen. It is the English lineup where I think Lee Carsley won't be making any changes onto the pitch. I don't think any changes to be made. It is already Scott who is off the pitch with those injuries, and Morton has already coming onto the pitch in the first half in 44 minutes because Scott was looking injured. But for the Germans, I would say definitely Antonio Di Salvo has to bring Gruda down because Hinchelwood and Gruda both from Brighton. Hinchelwood is having those known facts of Gruda. Gruda is having those known facts. That is where the team is looking on dull on that part of the pitch. And as well as from the likes of Orman, the centre back number 14 from Germany, I think it is the likes of Rosenfelder who needs to be coming on for that part of the pitch. That is where, whether it is the likes of Antonio Di Salvo, is he going to be making those changes soon in the first half or not? It will be the watch for the second half where we will be having that. The players are onto the pitch and the referee is about to blow that whistle for that second half to be beginning. The second half has kicked off. It is a back pass back. The German goalkeeper talking about much praises for him, Artubolu, but in this game he has made those saves, but not enough. And conceding twice, he has been making those big blocks, but on those deflections, he has been getting those goals. That is where the Germans have got those lacks. No changes being made in the squad, neither from the likes of Antonio Di Salvo and neither from the likes of Lee Castle on the pitch. No changes coming in from both the managers, and they are relying on their first half tactical input. Will that be anything new for the Germans to be making that good? The second half has just begun. England now with the possession. 46 minutes on the watch. Concha this time passing that deep. Angel and Concha are having that good aspect against Gruda. Gruda is not getting those performances on that part of the pitch. 47 minutes now on the watch. Nothing happening from those passes from England. They are relying only on those counters and those long balls. It is a creativity from the left part of the pitch. England are moving it high up. It is a block coming in. Collins this time gets a block good. It is Gruda getting that to Waldemade. But clearance coming in from Concha. No shots yet been taken so far. Lee Castle down on the pitch and is expecting to get a big win. And if he gets that, whether the likes of Thomas Tuchel will be put on those questions. Thomas Tuchel, will he be the man on the questions if Lee Castle is going to get this under 21 team getting those Euro trophies? It is Reeds. I think there is changes. Antonio Di Silva is now keeping RAMB, Oerman as well as the likes of Mattel deep down on the pitch. It is a pass again. Hutchinson this time. On the edge of the box. Will he pass that? Yes, he passes back. Henschel Number 23 on the page. Morton now getting that to Concha. But it is Anderson who is playing that box-to-box role. He is there on that free space. McTee this time trying to find Anderson. Miss pass. Anderson gets that good. It is a tackle from the mid pitch. Reeds has got that. Voltemade making that move high up, passing to Reeds. Reeds on the edge of the box. He gets a cut in. Pass that to the mid pitch. My goodness, late pass to Weeper. Left footer from Weeper. It was a pass which Reeds should have made to Weeper quite early, but a late pass. Otherwise, it would have been that second goal. A good interception coming in from Weeds, but not good enough for that pass to be made inside the box to get that second goal or that equalizer. It is again that free space which has been created on the wingbacks. That is where Collins and Brown are doing their hard job. It is now Reeds getting that to Gruda. Gruda up against the likes of Hinchelwood, not getting those good moves. But Collins making it good, has got it big on the wings, changes the wings. It is Brown this time. Cross coming in from the. Oh my god, it was a shot to the far post. Beadle was there to get a block. But look at that. It was Neville who went for that far post, or was he trying to go for those headers? What was that? Number 20, Neville trying to make that. Reeds pressing it high up. Voltemade has got the interception. Long man, tall one. Passing that on the mid pitch. Oh my goodness. It is a tackle on the edge of the box being made, but no referendation being given. A bad, poor referendation. That is, it was a sliding tackle, and it was Gruda who had a fall on the pitch. Look at that. Voltemade, being a tall man, receiving everything on those interceptions. He made a pass good to Vapor. Vapor getting that good enough to Martel, but Martel wasn't aware that a pass was coming on to him so early. It is Voltemade who is consistently asking the referee to take those decisions good enough. Conflicts looking happening. Voltemade not looking happy with the referral decisions. Sander Van Dyke, the decisions which he is making not looking good on the pitch. Again on the mid pitch, England are winning it. It is Martel winning that. A shot being taken. My goodness, it was to the far post. Ooh, big chance. McAtee could have got a goal with that. But Bolu, does he got a, has he got some sort of touches to that? Look at that. It is on the mid pitch where Martel and Reeds are playing, and the speed is where there is lacking that. My goodness, McAtee just got that shot. It was a placement, the far post, but bit wide to get it into the net. Bit wide. We are talking about few inches. And with that shot being taken, England are doing the talking in those counters. 8 shots have taken, 4 on target. Not a single shot again by the Germans in the first half as well. They took their enough time to get those first shots. Now in the second half also they are lacking in making any particular build-ups for a perfect shot to be taken. It is on those sweeper backs, right backs Collins, and on those left backs Brown, where something is looking missing happening on the pitch, and neither from the likes of Ruda and Nebel are making those numbers count on that right wing backs as well as on those left wing backs. 2-1 is the score line still. 2-1 is the score line still. Lee Castle's men are time and again inviting the German mid page to come high up on the pitch, and that is where they are going for those counters. The numbers which are being counted on the pitch are looking good. Voltemade on the left wing is trying to get it into the box. No, denied again. Good tackle. Reeds getting that. A pass that is to Mattel. Will he pass that to the wings? Yes, he has got Brown this time. Right again, getting that. Mid pitch. Viper inside the box gets that. Mattel was there inside the box. Pass it, my boys. Pass it. Concha got that clearance, but no. It was a good block. Anderson got that block good. Otherwise, Martel could have got a shot onto the nets. On the other hand, Overman and the likes of Brown, it is Gruda now. Gruda needs to get a substitution soon. Gruda needs to get substitution. Passes that back to Bolu, high up. Viper and Valdemade are making it press high up. It is again onto the mid page. England are just asking the Germans to be making that high up on the pitch, but this time Oilman gets that good. Oh my goodness. It is on the mid pitch where Reeds is moving high up, and that is where England are having those spaces, and the likes of RAMB and Oilman are not maintaining those offside traps. That is where Stansfield is looking to make those first touch and get it past Oilman. That is where Lee Castle's men are playing those cards, and it is the Germans who are time and again falling on that trap. 56 minutes on the watch. Will we get any sort of equalizers? Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll. Give your votes on that poll. Who will win this Euro Under 21 final? Header coming in. Ruda getting that deflection good. It is a counter looking coming in from the Germans. Will it be done? It is Guda now passing that. It is a shot to be taken. When he takes that, no, denied. Again a shot to be taken. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Big opportunities are looking. And in the counters, again, it is the number 17. Gruda couldn't take that shot good. It was Nebel trying to make those shots. He went for Voltemade, or was that to the nets? But a deflection to that, and Gruda on that deflection taking a shot, not good enough. It is on the wing backs, Gruda and Nebel, who are lacking. Antonio Di Salvo has to make a substitution. 57 minutes are now up. Martel this time passing that to Airman. RAMB, whom is he going to pass? Look at that on the mid page, it is only Reeds. Reeds and Metal are doing that talking, but it is those numbers who are getting outnumbered by the English counters. RAMB this time passing that to Brown. Yes, now the drop in is looking in. Nebel is making those drop in, this time to Voltemade. Back to Nebel. It is those hunger from Voltemade looking quite evident. It is a win. Will Collins be able to keep that ball? Yes, he has kept that. I think that is a corner going to be incoming. Oh no, that is a goal kick. Concha getting that tackle to the likes of Collins. It is a goal kick coming in. It is the numbers counting again. There's a tackle won by Voltemade. Now this time, pass that to the mid page. He is still moving slowly. He is trying to get that. Maten was there, but late pass it was. Gruda this time. He gets that. Martin inside the box goes in, passing that to the far post. Collins with that. Shot inside the box. Waltemade, will he get a touch? No, denied. It is a denial again. Inside the box, the English pairs Cresswell and Conshart denying anything to Weeper and the likes of Waltemade. But a corner incoming, 59 minutes, 50 seconds on the watch. Reeds with that cross, a header coming in. Ball won by the Germans. Will a shot being taken? My goodness, what a shot being taken! It is again the German sniper talking, and it is Nebel who has got that goal. My goodness, the scores are now level 2 each. 2-each is the score line is talking, and it is Nebel the man who has done that. Paul Nebel from main so 5. What a shot! He takes that from the edge of the box, and no way that was. It was Beadle on the goalkeeping for England. Just couldn't anticipate that the ball was coming into the far post. And what a class goal. Two of the goals which the Germans have scored in this game. The Euro 21 finals, under 21 finals. Nebel has proved again. What a shot. I think the likes of Beadle getting some sort of deflection as well. Yes, it was a touch from Beadle, the goalkeeper of England 121, but not good enough to get. Not good enough to just evade that goal. The equalizer has come. The German 121 has scored, and it is Nebel the man talking. It is Nebel the man talking. Paul Nebel, 22 years of age, from the left mid pitch of German under 21 is doing the talking. What a good effort. What a good effort. The scores are now leveled. And those of you who are watching, give you, oh my god, we have got that vote again for the German under 21. Those of you who are voting this, there is also that Q&A that who has been the under 21 standout performance player of this tour. Is it Elliot from England or is it Waltemade from Germany? Give your answers to that question as well. And thanks for voting on that. Now on that poll section, we have got 57% for German under 21 and 43% for England under 21. Now 2 each is the storyline. Will this game be going to those penalty dramas, or it is going to be a classic one? Because a comeback has been made by the German under 21s. It is a comeback. German under 21s making a comeback, and in the group stages also they have won those fixtures against Lee Castle's man, but Antonio Di Salvo again relying on that left mid pitch of the likes of Nebel and the likes of Gruda on the right mid pitch. Still now it is again Waltemade winning that. Will he pass it? He has having that position. He has that strength. He is moving so long. It is a foul to Waltemade. It is a big foul to Waltemade. Look at the position of the ball, which is he having on the mid pitch. And whenever he is having that ball, it is looking as if the ball is glued to his legs. Look at that. It was 4 Englishmen who were trying to just get the position out of him in the pitch. And finally, it was Cresswell who has to give a sliding tackle, rolling down on the feet of Waltemade. And Waltemade now wins that free kick. Reeds taking that. Inside the box goes Cresswell with that header interception. Nebel, a back touch it is. RAMSAY. Again across to the far post. Will that be inside the box? No, Gruda just couldn't keep it. It was out of the sidelines. What a comeback this has been. What a comeback this has been. German under 21 getting a comeback of 2 goals, and at the Slovakia Bratislava where this game is happening, it is a comeback. Young kids doing those comebacks is a big thing talking. Reeds this time passing that to the wings. It is Nebel this time. I think Nebel and the likes of Henschel vote that part of the pitch. It is the likes of Gruda and Hinchelwood who are both from Brighton. That part of the pitch Henselwood from the left backs of England and Gruda from the right mid pitch from the Germans. Both are from Brighton and Albion, Hove Albion. That is the place where things are not seen coming, and every time it is nibble from that side where the things are seen coming onto the pitch. England has got a substitution. It is Brooke Norton Cuffy coming onto the pitch on those 62 minutes. And the replacement has been the likes of Stansfield. The centre forward for England has got those substitutions. And now it is Brooke Norton Cuffy. Although speedster is what Lee Castley is relying in this game. Lee Castley is relying on those speedsters in this game. Now it is Hutchinson passing that to Anderson. It is the likes of Tyler Morton changing the wings. Again, now it is Cuffy. Makes a cross. My goodness, Brooke Norton Cuffy. What a big shot it was. What a big shot it was from Norton Cuffy. Look at that. Now the boys are doing the talking. Now the boys are doing the talking. And those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who will live the under 21 Euros? And on the other side of the pitch, Benfica and Bayern Munich, what is Benfica and the likes of Chelsea, what is that? 23 minutes up, not a single shot being taken. And Chelsea are looking to get 4 shots. My goodness. We will be having the watch of this game, but Benfica and Chelsea, it is this ugly man. This is that ugly man for Benfica and Chelsea who is officiating that on the pitch. Slavako winking the man on the pitch. He is officiating that game. But we'll be having the watch of Benfica and Chelsea a bit later. It is the Euro 21 finals where we are now having that watch. After this game, we will be having that watch. It is inside the box. Will the Germans get another shot to be coming? Denied. Brown this time getting it high up. Now the English under 21, England under 21 are looking exposed on the pitch. It is the time to get that third goal, my boys. Third goal. Get it up high big. 67 minutes are now up. Antonio Di Salvo not going for a single substitution so far. Is there the need of fresh legs to be incoming? Is there the need of those fresh legs to be incoming? That side of the page from where the likes of Gruda is playing, I am not seeing any playmaking happening. Now it is Hutchinson again. England going inside the box. No, denied. England are now looping out of ideas on the mid page. Especially the likes of Anderson and the likes of Morton are not making things happening. Again, Morton across inside the box. RAMB gets that good. Elliott this time, a shot being taken, a wide shot being taken. McT was the man with the pass from Elliott, tries to take that shot, but not a threat from Atubolu. Atubolu has been that impressive man in the Euros under 21 and he has been making that good. He has been really making that good. It is a missed pass on the mid pitch, but I think a foul has been done. Anderson has done a foul to Mattel. Number 6, Mattel has been doing his job good, and Lee Castley now having sweat on his face because a comeback from Antonio Di Salvo, man, but Antonio Di Salvo not going for a single substitution. It is 69 minutes on the watch. Collins this time going for Weirman, Adwolu, MB, Brown, miss pass from Brown, miss pass from Brown. It is those lazy movements from Nebel and Groda time and again. Oh my god, inside the box goes. Hutchinson gets that. Clear that ball, my boy. Yes, finally it is Brown getting those clearances. Nibble this time. Passing that to whom, my boy? Passing that to whom? Sometimes I'm not being able to find that playmaking of Nibble and Gruda from that part of the pitch. That is where we are lacking big time. It is Hutchinson this time, passing that high up. A good tackle that is from Oerman. He is getting it man to man this time. But Brown getting those spaces high enough. Hutchinson is getting those free spaces on that part of the pitch. 70 minutes now are up. Conshaw this time getting that to Cresswell. Livramento now this time moving it high up. Elliott inside the box, get the position, but no threat that is. Get that clearance. Finally, Brown gets that clearance good. England are now playing, getting some sort of creativity on that part of the pitch, but nothing looking happening for them to be taking a shot on target. Time is doing that tick tock. Time is making those clicks every second. It is in need of that third goal, which will be that decider. Or will this be going after those 90 minutes? Reeds has got that deflection. Pass it. Yes, he got that. Waltemade getting those good dribbles, passing that to that part of the page. Brown is making that, but where is Gruda to be seen? Gruda gets that to Waltemade, mid pitch. Reeds again getting that interception good. It is that first time where the Germans are looking to make those passes, but in the final thirds, I think they are making something struggling. And it is because that part, again, I'm saying Nubel and Gruda in making those creativity is what they are lacking. Though Nibel has got an assist as well as a goal, we can't deny him. Viper has also got a goal. But these are the goals from Elliott, Hutchinson, and the assist from McAtee where the things has happened. Reeds this time, passing that to the wings, high up. Livramento, Hinchelwood is denying anything for Gruda. It is metal down on the page. Gruda is finally off, and the number 7 is coming off. North, the man I was wanting to be coming on from the page. It is Gruda who is finally off, and it is Ansnar North, the man coming onto the page. Ansnar North, the man from Frankfurt, the right mid page coming in and replacing the likes of Gruda. That is what the substitution I was wanting in starting from the second half. But now on the verge of 73rd minutes, Antonio Di Salvo makes that substitution. It is that substitution which has come in a bit late, I would say, from Antonio Di Salvo. It is a late substitution from Antonio Di Salvo coming onto the page. Bit late, I would say. This was a substitution needed much earlier. Angsternov coming in and Gruda moving off the pitch. Talking about Gruda from Brighton, he has been really an uprising man from Brighton and he has been doing those talking. He was previously at Mainz 05. This past season, he has been to Brighton, and Brighton, under the mentorship of Fabian Hosler, has been really doing the talking good. But the lethal edge which Burton Gruda needs to be having in the Premier League, he has just 1 goal and 4 assists, 21 matches, hasn't been that impressive. Brian Gruda hasn't really been that impressive. He has been doing those right wings, but hasn't been that impressive. Rather than talking about Ansner Nov, he is that 36 number, 23 years of age. He has got those 4 goals, 5 assists. He is the man, bit more clinical in those finishings. That is what from the right wings I would want to be happening. Oh man, this time Collins reads. Collins again making those moves. This is where Collins is now seen mooking. Collins from Frankfurt and Auxner now from the likes of Frankfurt, both will be having those good combination as well as those mutual understanding on the pitch. Look at that, it is what is happening. Waldemade this time getting that pass. He is speeding high up. Will he pass it? He has got a dribble. No, again single-handedly Waldemade trying to get the mid-pitch of England, but was being blocked. He is being man-marked good. He is being man-marked good. It is Weeper and Waldemade still staying on the pitch. 75 minutes are now up. Tresoldi or Paul Wenner not being called so far. It is Hutchinson getting that inside the box. Interception from RAMB. 2-2 is the score line. 2-2 is the score line. 2 each is now where the goal stands on the 76 minutes. Hutchinson again getting past up against Collins, but straight into the hands of Atubolu. England has got 2 substitutions so far and Germans have got a single substitution so far. That has been the storyline. Atubolu. Oirman this time. Again to Collins. Back to Atubolu. RAMB. Germans are trying to now spread the page. RAMB trying to find on the left part Nebel. Yes, it is a win-win situation. The Germans are making that. Nebel this time. Will he pass that to Waldemade? Late pass. It is those late passes looking not happening from the Germans in the final thirds. It is Morton who was trying to find Hutchinson again, because Hutchinson is the man on the speeds. He is getting past the likes of Collins, but Collins is on the defensive awareness, staying strong and getting those offsides good enough. But Henchelwood, on the other hand, on the left back is doing his job really good. Henchelwood on the left back is really doing his job real good. No denying the fact. A throw that is. 77 minutes are now up. What is this? Referee Sander Van Dyke pointing on the pitch. "57% votes we have got on that poll. Germany under 21 winning that, and 43% for England under 21 to win that. It is again Hutchinson trying to make that. He has been blocked. A good block it is from Collins. It is now to Waldemade. Pass it, my boy. Pass it. Pass it. Reads this time, getting that high up. Viper has got that. Single-handedly moving that. Waldemade this time with that deflection gets that high enough. Will that be a cross hit coming? Gruda, will he make that? No. He gets that to the mid-page. A shot to be taken. Bait late one from Metten. Big opportunity it was. Big opportunity it was. Nebel was there on those counters. It was a good workmanship from Waldemade as well as the likes of Nebel. But at the end, a pass to the mid-pitch on the edge of the box. Metten just couldn't get that shot into the net. Reeds getting a tackle that is to Hutchinson, a throw being won. Collins and Muntean are staying on that part, but it is Hinchelwood who is doing the talking. It is the number 8 coming on to the pitch. Roll is the man now seen coming on. I think Weeper will be moving off the sidelines. Merlin Rule is the man. Freiburg, the man has been talking. 19 matches he has played this season. And he is from Freiburg. He is coming onto the pitch. And it is Weeper who has got a goal now has been substituted. Antonio Di Salvo now making his second substitution. Viper is out and Roll is in. Two substitutions each. Lee Castley doing twice and Antonio Di Salvo doing twice. But still, I can't find Tresoldi and Paul Vanner to be incoming. Is this game going for those? Oh my goodness, again a vote has come in for England under 21. 50% votes are for now England 21. And yes, those of you who are voting, there is also that Q&A that who is being the outstanding under 21 player of this Euro 21 tournament. Is it Elliot from England or is it the likes of Walter Made from Germany? It is inside the box. England are making that presence felt, but a good block it is from Reeds. Again, Hutchinson getting that. Inside the box goes a shot to be taken, but straight into the hands of Otubolu. What a poor shot it is from Brooke Norton Coffey. This man taking those shots time and again. He has been really looking, missing that a big time. Hutchinson got that good. It was a big opportunity for Brooke Norton Coffey to be making that into the nets. From Genoa, this man, 21 years of age, it could have been that settling goal, match deciding goal for this game because 81 minutes now. It is now Brown. Now the England under 21 are looking to make it spread the pitch. It is Reeds getting those interceptions good. But Mattel is the man. I would want on those striking aspects. Walter was previously associated with Reaper. I don't know why some of the players are losing the position so cheap on the pitch. And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Number 8 role is staying very high up on the pitch, on the edge of the box. It is Walter who is staying over there. Neville is also there on the attacks, but nothing looking cropping up from Neville. Again to the wings. England number 12. Coffey is making those moves. Again to the mid page goes. A shot being taken. Not a threat. It is from Otubolu again. England are looking, making their creativity time and again, but nothing is coming on to the nets or a threat for Otubolu. The first two goals which England has got has been for those giveaways from the Germans, but nothing has been looking impressive in those shots being taken to the nets in the second half by the English players. And for the Germans, they have been making anything impressive. But the struggle is going on. Waltemade this time. It is that number 7 doing the talking. Shot being taken to the far post. Not a threat again. It was Nebel the man this time takes that shot. Oh my goodness. I think in the German forwards, Nebel, Waltemade are making those statement good that they are single-handedly doing those performances, but nothing is coming in creative from their aspects. Whereas they are more relying on those shots being taken from outside the box. Coffee against the likes of Brown. A win-win situation it is for Brown every time. Collins had an interception, but a throw in favor of England. 84 minutes now on the watch. 84 minutes now on the watch. Who will score that third goal to get a winner? Who will score that third goal to get a winner? We have got that 50% votes again for England under 21 and 50% for German under 21. And that Q&A is also there, that who has been that under 21 standout player of this tournament so far, Harvey Elliott from England or Walter Made from Germany? Give your answers for that Q&A as well. It is that drinks break happening, final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Final fresh legs to be brought into the squad. Whether Antonio Di Salvo will be making any sort of substitutions, only two being made, Asna Noff and Marilyn Roll. And to talk about Lee Castley making only Morton and Cuffy to be coming onto the pitch, whereas he is having the options of Ethan Neveneri, but he hasn't made that. I think now Brown is the man from England moving off the pitch. Antonio Di Salvo needs to make in some substitutions. Yes, it is Lucas Ulrich who is coming onto the pitch on those left backs. Brown is now off the pitch and it is Ulrich who is coming onto the pitch. That is the storyline happening over here onto this game. But on the other hand, Chelsea and Benfica, my goodness, it is still goalless. Chelsea and Benfica still is goalless. Benfica are playing that hard or what? But here it is, 2 goals each. The Euro 121 finals. Collins being tackled bad on the pitch. Will that be a foul? Yes, a foul has been given. Sander Van Dijk, the referee, gives a foul this time, and Collins has won that. But Brown is the man not available for the Germans, and it is Ulrich who will be staying on those left backs. It is a bad foul. It is a bad foul for Collins, but no cards being shown, only a foul. RAMB this time getting that to Ulrich. Ulrich with his speed is making that high up. Will he make those numbers count good? No, denied. He is out of his position. Yes, that is the place. Reeds has got that interception. Not good enough. It is Elliott, the man. Will he make that interception coming in? Voltemade on the mid pitch is looking outnumbered. Is looking again outnumbered. Look at that. It is Madeline Rule, it is Neville who needs to be making those progress high up on the page, but not looking that thing to be making happening. Martin this time. He has got that. It is a foul. Rule making that. Inside the box he goes. A big opportunity. Will it be incoming? No. What a big opportunity. It was Marlin Rule, Axner Knopf, who made those moves high up on the right wings. He made that into the box. Again, interception coming in. This time it is Rule. Waldemade inside the box, move in. Poor gameplay, poor gameplay. The forwards are making everything looking missing. In the second half, look at these stats. Only 2 shots which the Germans have been able to register. A poor gameplay again. Poor gameplay again. England are now again looking to make that from the likes of Hutchinson. Reeds has got that. Martin this time. Rule. Make that pass, my boy. Making that position so long to make a pass bad. It is Madeline Rule who is making those passes, neither to Eisner nor to the likes of Neville to be making those runs, and he's staying with the ball so long to make a pass. Eisner, Noff, he needs to be given those passes. Madeline Rule is from Freiburg, 22 years of age, taking hell lot of time. Now a foul being given. England with that free kick. 89 minutes, my goodness. 1 minute left, plus stoppage time. Will this go into those penalty dramas or what? Elliott passing that to the wings. A long lofted one, but straight into the hands of Atubolu. Concha was there for those headers. But Wolu not looking in a mood for any sort of counters. Ulrich this time again. Nebel passing that again back to RAMB. Weirman. Weirman is not even making any passes to Martin. He is taking that time. That is where the things are not looking happening on those first touch passes. It is a long ball trying to find onto the wings. It was for Angstner North, but denied. Pachinjan this time, this man is always filled with so much of energy. 90 minutes are up. 90 minutes are up. 4 minutes of added stoppage time for this game to decide. 2 each is the score line. 90 minutes are up. 4 more minutes. Will this go to those extra time or will this go up to those stoppage time? That will be a big one. But upon the substitution coming in, Marlin Rule, I'm not looking anything happening from him on that part of the pitch. Cresswell this time gets that to Elliott. But Livramento on the other hand now is moving high up on the pitch. It is now Livramento passing that back. Cresswell, Concha, back to Livramento. On the mid page it is Morton. McCarthy has now just given that lost position with a throw-in coming in for the Germans. Ulrich, whom is he going to take that throw quick enough? Look at that, there is no German player on to be taking that. It is Voltemade again coming to that rescue. RAMB this time with a header. I think the Germans are in need of fresh legs. Antonio Di Salvo must be noting that on the pen and paper, whether Paul Werner, Tresoldi, or the likes of any more mid-page is looking to be happening on the pitch. Because Merlin Rule hasn't been looking that impressive. He is not even winning those interceptions, not even getting those tackles. It is McAtee again. Oh my goodness. It was a cross inside the box, but straight into the hands of Atubolu. Atubolu is doing that job good. Long ball it is. Now passing that to Voltemade. Reads this time. It is Angson Noff. He has got that. Reads this time. Will he make that? Yes, he is inside the box. It is a foul. It is inside the box. A foul being done. It is inside the box. My God. It hits the top bar. It hits the post. It hits the post. Oh my goodness. It was a big opportunity again. But I think the players are out of fresh legs. It was a tackle inside the box. Germany was so close in winning this on that 3rd minute of the stoppage time, but that shot was denied by the top post. It just hits the top post. RAMB this time passes that, reads again, interception coming in, reads again, making that, make that tackle, no, denied. Oh my goodness, this game could have ended just now. This game could have ended just now. It was Reeds who went in. It is a foul. It was a foul to Reeds. It was a big foul to Reeds, but not being given anything. The English players were just laying inside the box. 4 of the English players were laying inside the box. It was a shot which was taken by Nebel and it just gets blocked by the top bar. This game could have ended in just under 90 minutes. My goodness, how could you miss that, my boy? How could you miss that? This game could have ended in just under 90 minutes. 10 shots taken by Germans, 4 on target. The England under 21 has taken 13 shots, 5 on target. But this game could have just ended in under 90 minutes. And what a shade refereeing this man, Sander Van Dyke. It was inside the box. A tackle happened, but he hasn't even paid any attention to that and not even going for any sort of decisions for that. Now, this game, the players are waiting for that extra time. It is a comeback from the Germans after conceding 2 goals. They have scored twice, and it is Antonio Di Salvo talking to Mattel. Mattel is looking out of his legs, fresh legs. Whom is he going to bring in? Janda is there, Paul Vanna is there, Tresoldi is there. Are those options good enough? Are those options good enough? Antonio Di Salvo, will he make any substitution? And to talk about Lee Carsley, look at the lineups of Lee Carsley over here. He has already got the substitutions of Morton, Coffee onto the pitch. Hackney, Novaneri, will he be making those substitutions? Archie Gray is that option. He can make that. Jonathan Rowe, Novaneri. These are the 3 options he can bring into the pitch. But Antonio Di Silva with number 6, Martel playing for those 90 minutes. Reeds is going to be staying there. Brown has got those substitutions for the Germans, and but Collins will be that critical man on that part of the pitch. So after 90 minutes, this game is going into those extra time. I mean those extra time. This game is going for those extra time. My goodness, the German boys could have ended this game in under just 9 minutes. And on that poll, still now we have that which has been pinned on the chart. England under 21, 50%, Germany under 21 with 50% votes. But penalty drama incoming, no one has given that vote for that. And hoping for a big classic, no one has voted for that. Who lives the under 21 Euro trophy as this is going for those extra time? My goodness, how are things looking to be happening over here? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. This game is really getting a bit exciting. And on the other side of the pitch, it is Chelsea and Benfica 0 each. Oh my goodness, Chelsea are not being able still to score against Benfica. And Benfica has got 2 shots, 1 on target. Chelsea has got 7-5 on target. But no denying the fact this man Trubin is again doing the talking. Trubin is the man again doing the talking. Yes, he is that man capable enough of doing that. Yes, it is Trubin who is denying anything coming in for Chelsea into the nets. But we are now having the watch of this England under 21 and German under 21 for the Euros. Any changes being made? Any changes being made? The extra time now is going to be kicked off. Who will want this game to go into those penalties? Who will want this game to go into those penalties? Give your votes, guys. The voting section is still now open because the game hasn't yet finished. The extra time kickoff has happened. It is England now with the possession. Conshaw this time passing that to the left back. High up. Hutchinson this time. No substitutions being made. Look at that. The players are down with those legs. And oh my god, it is Ethan Nevenary and Jonathan Rowe. Both of them has come in for England. Lee Castley making those substitutions. Ethan Nevenary coming on to the pitch. It is those substitutions and Harvey Elliott is off and Jonathan Rowe has come on to the pitch and McAtee is off. McAtee and Elliott are off the pitch and Harvey Elliott, Nevenary and Jonathan Rowe are in. Nevenary from Arsenal, will he be capable enough to be making that? Ethan Nevenary, young man from Arsenal from the right wings, will he be making that? And the likes of Jonathan Rowe from the likes of Marseille, will he be making that? Oh my god, what a cross it was! A header coming in. It is Norton Rowe. Jonathan Rowe coming in for those substitutions and a header comes in and it is a goal. It is a goal. Again, the Germans are down by 1 goal. 3-2 is the score line. It is that substitutions come in and I think Jonathan Rowe was there. No, he isn't offside. He was onside. It was again Oerman who wasn't that good enough to keep that offside trap and Rowe was there on the edge of the centre backs. He gets that a header. My goodness. Jonathan Rowe gets that header after that substitution coming into those extra time. Again, Germany needs to come from behind. Equalizer, if they are going to be making, then it is that they have to come from behind. My goodness, Jonathan Rowe getting that goal in just under 1 minute after those substitutions. It is Reeds again, passing that. Collins not finding to the wings. Collins is not passing that high up onto the wings. Will the Germans be able to score their third equalizer if they want anything to be happening? Waldemade this time. Trying to find Neville again, but denied. Ulrich. What a poor shot. Angsner not taking that shot with his left footer. Go on those passes, my boy. Jonathan Rowe just coming in and making those substitutions. Look at that. Lee Castley again on the sidelines getting tempted and walking as if he has won this. But will that statement be making good? But Oerman has been definitely the deficit man onto the pitch. It was in the first half for the Germans where Ruda wasn't seen performing, and in the whole game, Oerman was the man on the centre backs. He has been really bit poor for this game. He has been really bit poor for this game. Collins this time had an interception. Oerman takes that. Back to Oerman. To Bolu. RAMB this time getting that to Ulrich. Ulrich is making his moves. He is a young boy, speedster, passing that to Bolu. Again to Oerman. Why Oerman is not passing that to the right part of his back, I don't know. He is always passing that to Bolu. Ulrich this time getting that to Nebel. Nebel trying to make a counter one. But look at that, number 8, after his substitution coming onto the pitch, Merlin Rule hasn't been that impressive. He has been really poor. He has been really poor. It is the hunger which is looking absent from Merlin Rule on the pitch. Definitely it is that hunger of that goal and those creativity on the pitch which is looking absent from Merlin Rule on the pitch. 3-2 is the score line. Will this end or it is a good tackle on the mid pitch? Again, look at that. Again, look at that. Merlin Rule is not making anything happening. Ulrich this time, left footer, trying to find Nibel. Nibel goes for Waldemade. Metal this time changing the direction of the wings. Wehrman, pass it to Angsternov. Oh my goodness. Wehrman is taking hell lot of time, as well as the likes of Merlin Rule taking hell lot of time to make those passes. Wehrman again, passing that to Myrtle. It is Ulrich this time. Nebel. Nebel is trying to cut in. Makes a right foot across. Angsternov not being able. Lucas Ulrich is showing his anger on the pitch, but Angsternov and Merlin Rule coming in after those substitutions is making nothing out. Is looking nothing making out of from that part of the pitch. It is that substitution coming in, number 9. Now it is Antonio Di Salvo bringing in Tresoldi. Mattel is now off the pitch. The captain of the under-21 Mattel is now off the pitch, and it is Nicolo Tresoldi coming on to the pitch. From Club Brugge, Nicolas Tresoldi, 20 years of age. From Hanover 96, he has been that dominant, playing there for 3 years, but now at Club Brugge, this man is making his appearances. Tresoldi now coming in, but again, it is Lee Carsley making those substitutions. It is Hutchinson who is out, and again Relay is on the pitch, and it is Mattel who is out from the German squad, and Tresoldi is there onto the pitch. So a total of 6 substitutions for Lee Carsley, whereas 4 coming in from Antonio Silva. But a deficit of 1 goal, will this lead to that? It is a change of the wings coming in, Rule this time. It is from Uli, cross coming in, but denied. It is that part of the pitch where they are lacking it again. It is now number 8, Rule doing the talking. Now I am seeing him making those moves. It is inside the box goes. 99 minutes are up. Safe into the hands of Atubolu. Rule this time. Whom is he going to pass? He gets that to Angsternov. Back to Airman. RAMB. Back to Airman again. Airman this time finds Angsternov with his right footer. Back to Airman again. RAMB. Ulrich. RMB again. Oh man, passes that to Rule. Marlin Rule this time. Whom is he going to find out? Angsternov. Not finding those paces high enough. It is that speed where Angsternov is looking, not making anything. It is Ulrich who is doing the talking from the left back. Reads this time. Is he going for the likes of a striker? Tesoldi, no. Denied. Ulrich again. Reads this time. Ulrich, Nebel. One man again. Make that pass, my boy. First and make that pass. No. Whom is our man going to make that pass? That is where the mid page is relying especially on reads. Waldemade this time. Need of the fresh legs is the need of the hour. Need the hunt of new fresh legs is where the team is looking to be making those good moves. It is again Rule on the mid page. Marlin Rule, whom is going to pass. He gets that to RAMB. Ulrich this time. Nebel. Nebel is going on to the wings. Pass into the box. Across coming in. Interception it is. Interception that it is. Livramento conceding a throw. Pesoldi hasn't got that good touch to the ball after his substitution so far. RAMB. Again to Airman. Back to Airman. Back to Otobolu. That part of the right pitch where Oerman is looking to find Collins and the likes of Anstonov is totally, completely looking missing from the right wing. RMB again, a miss pass coming in. 102 minutes are up. 102 minutes are up. Two more minutes left. 2 more minutes left in this first half of the extra half. Anstonov looking really poor in his passes, getting everything blocked. It is a pass being made. Tresoldi getting that. It is Rule moving high up. Will he make a cross? It is a shot. Tresoldi, will he take that? Being blocked. Not being even able to make a single cross. Angsner, 23 years of age, not being able to make a single cross so far in this game. From Frankfurt, this man playing on to the right mid pitch, he has been really lacking today in making any crosses as well as any passes to the pitch. Corner coming in again, a header opportunity. Waltemade, will he take that? No. Nebel with the deflection, passing that to Reeds. It is Collins this time, back to Nebel. But look at that, whole of the German squad are high up. They are looking dried up of their legs. No one is retracing back for those passes. It is a cross coming in. Ulrich this time. Deflection. Now the Germans are going just all out defense in this game. It is Marlin Rule. Very late in making those moves. Marlin Rule very late in making those moves on the mid page. Predictable moves from him. Rule again, he has got those passes, he has got those shots, but in terms of those moves, he is looking quite lazy and too slow. Waldemade, the man doing the talking still now, 105 minutes on the watch. Reads. Gets that to Ulrich. Mid page. Pass that on to the mid page, my boy. He gets that to Ansnar Noff. Nothing looking from the likes of Ansnar Noff on that right part of the pitch. Again to Ulrich. Reads this time. Ulrich again. It is a do or die situation for the Germans if they want to keep this game alive. It is Reeds taking that shot. My goodness, what a shot. Reeds takes that from inside the box. I think he hits the wrong part of the boots. No way that was close to get a goal. No way that was close to get a goal. It was Reeds who was inside the box. He could have made a pass to the mid pitch. He takes a shot. Poor shot it was from Reeds. The German players are really looking out of their fresh legs. 1 minute of added time again in this extra half time. 1 minute is up. 1 minute is up. Will this game go to the penalties, or that third goal coming in from England will be the deciding one of this Euro Under 21 UEFA finals? And Jonathan Rowe getting that goal on the 92nd minute has just changed everything. And the German hope of winning their fourth trophy of the Euros, Antonio Di Salvo, are now looking completely off. Because the need of the fresh legs is what Antonio Di Salvo is not making that into the squad. Nothing looking that happening. It is Voltemade who is there on those striking aspects. Now it is the likes of Nicolo Tresoldi who has come onto the pitch. But will this second half be exciting enough? We will be having the watch of the second half as well. The players are now having their drinks. But on the other side of the pitch, Benfica and the likes of Chelsea, look at that, 51 minutes. Oh my goodness, what has this opened? It is only Pavlidis who has got a yellow card, and Aktugoglu is out, and Shrurup is in the second half for Benfica. That has been the story so far. Chelsea and Benfica, but Chelsea has been taking those shots, but not getting a goal because it is this man who is doing the talking is the likes of Trubin. It is Trubin, the man, the goalkeeper for Benfica, has been really denying anything for Chelsea. We will be watching that game, but as of now, the under 21 Euro finals is what we are watching. After this, we will be having that watch of Chelsea and the likes of Benfica. Because it is Palmeiras who has got that win against Botafogo. Palmeiras were that dominant and they have performed good. Any substitutions coming in for this Euro 21 finals? Any substitutions coming in from Antonio Di Silva or Lee Castle? Castle has already got 4 substitutions, 6 substitutions, whereas Antonio Di Silva has got only 4. The last one was Nicolo Tresoldi. Now Paul Vanner has been called onto the pitch. Paul Vanner has been called onto the pitch, and who is that man? It is Oerman who is out. It is more attack coming on. Oerman is now out. The centre back is now out of the pitch. Oerman is now out of the pitch, and it is now Paul Vanner coming on to the pitch. More attacks coming on because it is those attacks where Germany need to get those goals. Paul Vanner gets his first touch, trying to get some creativity onto the right part of the wings, but denied. Otubolu getting that shot good enough. He gets it. Marlin Rule, such a poor first touch from him. Lee Carsley, after if he is going to get this win, will he be getting the rights over Thomas Tuchel for managing those English squad, or will the Germans score their third equalizer, and coming from behind, will they do it? But the substitution from the Germans, Angstner North, has been really poor on the pitch. It is the lack of those energies, it is the lack of that hunger which is looking quite evident from the team. No denying the fact, it is the lack of that hunger of goal from the Germans is looking quite evident. The team selection from Antonio Di Silva, I would say, from the mid page, from the centre backs, hasn't been that good. But they have made that to the finals. They have something which they have made that to the finals, but in the finals, the performance which was needed hasn't made happen so good. Is Nebel again, number 20, moving 8 high up. He has got that to Voltemade. It is that part of the pitch where the boys are getting outnumbered, and it is those sole performances where they are relying on. Collins this time passing that on off, moving high up on the pitch, makes a cross, denied. Quanshaw gets that header interception, good. Livramento this time getting that interception. Clearance it is. Ulrich passing that to Reeds. Header coming in. Collins, will he take a shot? No, he goes for Angsternov. Poor touch from Angsternov. Waste. Angsternov on the right wings is looking like a pure waste on the pitch. Again, Nebel getting that to Paul Werner on the wings. Werner passing that to Nebel. Now things are making passing happening. Ulrich this time takes a cross. Inside the box, Voltemade, no. A foul has been given in favor of England. A foul has been given in favor of England. Reeds is doing the talking with the referee, Sander Van Dyke. It is Voltemade who is also looking furious to the referee of his decisions, but a free kick has been awarded. A foul has been given in favor of the English under 21. I mean, the German squad are not even looking to get any sort of parking their bomber plane into the box of the English. Reeds getting that interception. Pass it, my boy, pass it. You are having that position of the ball so good enough. 110 minutes are up. 10 more minutes left. Reeds passing that. RAMB. Collins is really out of his legs. Collins is out of his gas. It is Nebel passing that to Ulrich. Nebel again, this time into the box. Werner. Nebel again. That is the place where creativity is looking happening. Reeds again with that cross. No, he goes that to RAMB. Collins. Passing that. Angsternov has got the ball. Moving that into the box. Will he make a cross? Yes, he does that. Into the box. My goodness. It was again a big opportunity. A goal. Tresoldi could have got that. But no, denied. It is now Nebel again. Passing that. RAMB now is high up on the pitch, passing that to Nebel on the wings again. Nebel with his left footer, no with his right, no with his left, makes a cross, deep laying cross it was. The crosses are not coming. The Germans are looking at pressing high up on the pitch, making those passes, knocking those crosses, but not clinical enough to get a goal. Neville again, passing that to Vanner. Vanner, make that cross. No, he is looking to associate with Neville again. Neville with that cross. Straight into the hands of Bedell. That is the place where creativity is looking. Neville is doing the talking, but not getting clinical enough to get a goal. What a class performance this under 21 team is showing here onto the pitch. But from the likes of Angstner completely shut down from that part of the pitch. Angstner has been really performing real poor on that part of the pitch, as well as the likes of Marlin Rule, poor on that part of the pitch. 3-2 is the scoreline, 112 minutes. Ling Jr. gets a yellow card for that tackle. Yellow card coming in for Ling Jr. for that tackle made to Collins. It was a bad tackle. He should have been given a red card, but gets a yellow. Oh my goodness, now England has won a corner. That is that time waste which is happening from them. But in the final thirds, the Germans have been really poor. The final thirds, the Germans have been real poor in this game throughout the game. Throughout the game, they have been really poor. 113 minutes on the watch. Corner being taken. Right, getting that throw in favor of the Germans. Finally, getting rid of the possession. Voltemad on the mid page, dropping so deep, passing that to Ulrich. Neville this time. Take the position of the ball, my boys. Neville tries to change the wings. It is a foul inside the box. Angstner has been fouled inside the box, but he has been looking poor. Angstner has been real poor on the pitch for today. It was Neville trying to find Knopf, but I don't know why. Was that a foul? Was that a penalty to be given? Only a yellow card being given. And this time a yellow card has been given to the goalkeeper Bidel for wasting that time. 115 minutes are now up. Bidel gets that yellow card. Voltemade had a deflection. No one there to get that up. Ulrich, good header interception coming in. Nevaneri, upon his substitutions, hasn't been getting any sort of touches to the ball even. Ethan Nevaneri hasn't been getting those substitutions. Number 7, Akslanov, moving on to the flanks, passing to Reeds. Reeds now goes for Collins. Now it is Vanner on the mid page. Roll this time, Reeds with his right footer, cross coming in. Ulrich again. It has been header interceptions coming in for England. Antonio Di Salvo on the sidelines collecting the ball and giving it to Reeds for that fast movement of the pitch. It is Vanner again. Changing the wings. Ulrich. Or MB. Reeds. What is that playmaking? I don't know. Anstonov is doing. What is that playmaking Anstonov is making? Is Marlon Rule now again getting that to Paul Vanner? It is Neville again. Will he do the talking? He crosses that into the box. Interception. RAMB getting that to Reeds again. Crosses are looking happening, but no one from the German front line dropping down onto the mid page. It is Collins and the Anstonov again. Inside the box goes. I think that is a corner. Germans are going to get a corner now. 117 minutes are now up. Reeds gets that cross, but it was straight for Tresoldi to get that. But obstruction coming in, and now it is a corner in favor of the Germans. 117 minutes 30 seconds. Reeds with that cross. Corner incoming. Header deflection. Reeds getting that interception. Inside the box he goes. Left footer from Reeds. Solely Reeds was trying to get that because nothing from the team is looking happening. The shot was taken to the first post but has been missed. Big chance again missed. 119-18 minutes on the watch. Collins this time. Whom is he going to pass that? Goes for Dubolu. Dubolu to Ulrich. A poor run that is. Look at that from the mid page. The run which is being made. Marlin Raul is a poor run. It is Reeds this time. Vanna. Reeds changing the wings. Going to Ulrich. England are down on their defensive half. Just defending it. Anything. Reeds again. Across coming in. Waldemade. Will he get that? No. 3 men are just man marking Waldemade inside the box. Reeds again. 119 minutes are now up. Last 1 minute for that equalizer, or the trophy will be for the England to win this Euro under 21. Ulrich, a pass that is Nebel off for a throw. My goodness, this game is going to end this way. 120 minutes are now up. 120 minutes are now up, and a throw incoming for England. It is Reeds now making that final progression. 120 minutes on the watch. Reeds getting that to Rule. Marlin Rule gets that once turned off. Back to Reeds. Reeds gets a cross. Inside the box. Will a shot be taken? No, denied. Oh my god, it hits the top bar again. Marlin Rule takes that shot and again it hits the top bar. 120 minutes are up. 2 minutes of added time. It is that second shot of this game which hits the top bar. I think the English nets were just short of few inches in those woodwork because 2 shots being hit onto the top bar. What more can you expect? 2 minutes added. 120 minutes are up. 2 minutes being added. It is Ulrich. 1 more minute left. Ulrich gets that sliding one. Good aspect from him. Passing that again. Marlin Rule. Rule gets that to Reeds. Angsternov. No creativity coming in from Angsternov. Angsternov not even running for those retracing ball. Not even going for those aggressive high press. Not even making those moves. Leeds now gets that cross high up. Shot being taken. Left footer, will it be? No. Hell lot of a time for that first shot to be taken. Hell lot of a time first shot to be taken. It is Neville again. This time, right footer. Good one. Inside the box. Shot to be taken. It is inside the Knox. No, I think it is a handball. Oh my goodness. England has survived another attack. It is Beadle who has got that. 2 minutes are now up. 2 minutes of the added time are now up. This game is going to be now the. Oh my goodness. It was a shot being taken. Finally, Angstrom takes a baby shot. Well played, boys. Well played. 120 minutes are up. The final whistle has been blown and it is Lee Castley's men who are again going to win that Euro Under 21 trophies. What a game! Oh my goodness, look at that. Euro 21 finals, it was roaring high. What a big one. It was in the 23 where England won it against Spain, and it was in the 2021 where Germany last won it. It was the last two final winners, Germany winning that in 2021. 2023 it was England winning it. Now it is 2025 England again winning that Euro 21. So we will end that poll, that who lives the Euro under 21 trophy. It was those 50% votes which we got for England under 21 and 50% votes for Germany under 21. But penalty drama incoming, no one voted, and hoping for a classic. Yes, this game was a classic one. We are going to end that poll on that live chat, and as well as this game turning out to be a big one. My goodness, England wins that. But some sort of referee decisions, I would say, were not that good enough from this man, Sander Van Dijk. But then also, this is a game which was happening. And on the other hand, it was Palmeiras winning 8-1 up against Botafogo. Palmeiras really showed their big game and got that knockout to Botafogo. But Benfica and Chelsea are 1 up against Benfica. That is the storyline. But I will now end this stream because I am out of my gas and I am really lacking anything. But what a class performance it was from the Euro 21, Euro Under 21 finals, England and Germany. Big clash. The boys played well. So yes, we will now just end the stream, guys. We will end the streams. Thank you for those who voted those polls as well as those who gave those likes to our stream. Big time. Big time, big time. And yes, finally, I would say to be talking about German under 21. They played their best game, but I would give more credit to Antonio Di Salvo for not picking up their big player on that right part of the page. It was Ruda, it was the likes of Angstrom. They were looking all absent, and Hinchelwood was doing that part too good, whereas Livramento, he was getting those bad moments from Nebel on that part of the pitch. But from the English squad, I would give a big time. It is from the first half, it was Scott who was really doing his job too good. Scott was really doing his job too good on the mid pitch. That is all. We will come up with another live watch along, which we are going to be having, and tomorrow we are having Flamengo and Bayern Munich. We will be having that watch along as well as the likes of Man City and Al Hilal, of the FIFA Club World Cup. We will be having that, Real Madrid and Juventus also. But tonight, late, it will be PSG and Inter Miami. These are the 4 upcoming watch alongs we will be having on our stream. Till that, keep going, guys. Good night and big congratulations to England under 21 and Lee Castley winning this again, winning that in 2023. Prior to that, 2021, it was the Germans who won that. And now in 2025, it is the likes of England and Lee Castley again winning that Euro trophy. Big one. Will the likes of Thomas Tuchel be in question? Lee Castley has been really proving that good for the England under 21. Good night, guys. Bye bye. Keep going.